paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot, then the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Hey, anybody know this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
What's up, you big old bitches in the chat? Hope you guys are ready for a hell of a show. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have so much fun, and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize what you lucked into today, boys, by clicking on this dumbass thumbnail of me in McDonald's clothing. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you like the show. I ask for one thing. I asked for three things only. Okay. Like the show, tell me you love me, and don't criticize me or I'll ban you. Okay. And no fat women. That's four things. No, these are jokes. A lot of announcements to be made today. A lot of excitement to be had today. Very, very exciting. I was on the phone all day today with a bunch of damn different people. The future is so bright, boys. The future is bright. And also, it's the 290th episode of Naked Snake. Could we achieve the snake again and wrap it around your throat and be choked as the light leaves your eyes? because that's a good thing. It's a good way to go. That's what I'm saying. Like if a girl like slip her drawers off and sat on my face and I like couldn't breathe, that would be a good way to go. That's kind of the joke. But it's serious for me. My life is very serious. I don't joke. I'm not a comedian. Okay. Comedians are gay. I'm straight and a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still very sick, guys, but I feel almost normal. I'm just, all of this is fucked up. Not like how I look. Although, yes, but the little tubes and shit all up in my face, they're all fucked up. So I'm trying to survive. Let's give some love to Billy Hatcher. My boy, Billy Hatcher, coming in with a pink boy. He says, did Cody just speed run getting fired at McDonald's for the laws and the gayness just to increase Cody wearing sunglasses? Yes. You pretty much, that's the whole announcement. No. Thank you, Billy. I love you. And I appreciate you, my friend. Don't forget, every $100 super chat or more goes on my Kansas car for the NASCAR ARCA race down there. Don't forget that. Don't forget it. Okay. Also, we got Talladega in 3 weeks. I'm driving the frog car. The frog car is going to be 100% built and ready for the track Tuesday afternoon. I will be getting on a plane and flying to North Carolina, and I'm going to unveil it for the world on Twitter because, I mean, I'll make a video for YouTube as well, but, you know, YouTube takes longer with editing. Twitter's going to be like filming it and then putting it on Twitter immediately. So it'll be on Twitter, obviously. So that'll be really, really cool. Really, really cool. Plus, the next sponsor will be unveiled immediately as well. It's going to start snowballing really fast because the races don't stop after Talladega. You know how I've raced technically once. Yeah. Once Talladega hits, it doesn't stop for like a month and a half. So every weekend I won't be here. I'll be gone for a couple weeks at a time because there's no point in flying home for a day and then flying back out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Karis, by the way, with another pink boy. I love you, Billy. It's been a good day indeed. We're all down with the sickness. I'm so glad that you're here, Karis. I love you, and I appreciate you, my friend. Karis, big supporter that helped me get started. I appreciate you so much. He's my boy. Thank you, Karis. 2 pink boys to start the show, and we're a fifth of the way to Naked Snake. We're talking about a lot of stuff. I'm going to run through some announcements like a pleb, and then we're going to talk about a lot of spicy stuff that's going on, and I don't know why the algorithm on Twitter has pissed me off. It's like it's algorithmically engineered to anger me. Okay. Everybody's mad at J.K. Rowling. Why? I don't know. Because she thinks that women are women, which I don't really see a point in that or a problem with it. Okay. Look, dude, you can lop off any body part you want. I don't care. It's fine with me. Do it. Have fun. But like, you don't get extra rights for doing so. If you did, I'd cut a pinky off right now. You know, if I got like some extra rights, I'd cut it off. I don't need that shit. Who uses their pinky? You know, not guitar players, unless you're Yngwie or some shit. And even Yngwie doesn't really use it. You know, maybe Malmsteen, or not Malmsteen, Mob, Badio. You know, so all I'm saying is, I don't see that as being a problem or an issue. But everybody's pissed, and they've co-opted everything to make J.K. Rowling just look even worse. And she's leaning into it and shitting on him, and it's the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Karis. I love you. I appreciate you so much. Josh Engelbright becomes a member. Thank you, Josh. I see your name all the damn time. I really appreciate that, dude. I love you. Mick Stellar says your head's big. Thank you. Thank you for the 4 months, Mick Stellar. Sonia says, maybe you should make a frog car emote. That'd be amazing. Love you, mi amor. Always here to support you. Maybe, yeah, that's a good idea. See, the issue is the person that made my emotes was Tiny, and Tiny's been dead for years. So I don't, who the hell gonna make it now? I'm not an artiste. Do I look like an artiste? I'm gonna have to message people and shit? No, dude, fuck that. Thank you, Sonia. I love you. All right, I'm gonna take a swig, and we're gonna talk about some stuff and some things. Elemental, what's up? Cool Frog, Raking Night on old Rumbly. Everybody on Rumble, here's some cheers to you, baby. Oh, my God. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about the minimum wage hike in California. and how for some odd reason everybody thought because I was pro workers' rights, I was pro an arbitrary increase in minimum wage. Those things don't seem connected to me because I'm not a 9-year-old. I might be really stupid though. Look, I'm a stupid guy. I've never tried to. There's a painting on my wall. Who the fuck put a? Anyways, there's just a painting on my wall over here on it. And somebody did this while I was at the gym. Anyways, so I've never ever tried to pretend I'm a smart man. Ever. Okay. But even I know that arbitrarily just increasing a number is just going to, lead smaller companies and bigger ones with profit margins to either increase their prices and pass it on to the consumer, which they've been doing for the last 4 years, because wage increases have been going. There has been a 20% wage increase in the last 4 or 5 years, right? You know how much a $5 footlong is? You guys know how much a $5 footlong is? $13. Anyways. Or B, they fire you and they run on a lean system. But dumbass 16-year-old kids, and for some reason, people in their 30s that live in California, I don't really know what the hell, they just think it makes more, you just get more money now. Right? Let's completely ignore the fact that there's like not even a percent of people on minimum wage. It's always about minimum wage, right? The entire movement is always about the phrase minimum wage. But statistically speaking, almost no one is on minimum wage in the U.S. They make above it somewhere, right? So what does increasing it do? When minimum wage increased in 2008, 2009? When minimum wage went up in 2008 or 9, my pay didn't increase. I was a manager at GameStop and I was making $7.30, and then minimum wage went up to $7.25, and I still made $7.30. I kind of got fooked. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you guys for the super chats. We're a fifth of the way to Naked Snake. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all that stuff. It's going to be good, amazing. And then we're going to talk about J.K. Rowling. And then we're going to talk about diversity and how it's stupid as fuck. No, look, we're going to talk about the very, very, very obvious thing behind diversity and why it's stupid. Look, diversity in itself is not stupid. Okay. I am a strong proponent. Is that the right word? Look, I'm from Alabama. I'm a strong proponent of diversity. Okay. I love having like an Asian girl on a Monday. You know, they're different, you know, and I like have a Hispanic girl, but I can't do it at my house because she'll send her cousins over to kick my ass later. So I need to do it in like a public place. Maybe go to McDonald's parking lot, rob a pee-pee, you know, 30 seconds. We're good to go. Strong profit. Wednesday, white girl at my house, of course. Maybe Friday, a black girl. Maybe mixed, you know. You never go full black, bro. Come on. That's a joke, everybody. I'm just kidding. I love black women, you know. Only 9% of them, though. Does anybody get the joke? Does anybody get my joke? Please, God. Super chat $800 if you get my joke. See, the grift has been, I haven't been doing good lately in the grift, all right? And yeah, I'm trying to, it's called reverse psychology. No. I do, Mick Stellar. Why? Okay, somebody tell me why. Tell me the joke. All right, anyways. What's Alabama's minimum? I'm pretty sure it's $7.25. So, anyways. Yeah, I'm a strong proponent of diversity. I love women of all colors, except Aboriginal women from like Australia. I mean, let's be real. No, it's a joke, kind of. No. Good luck. Don't clip it. Hey, what's up, Jay? I hear what you're putting down. Is the announcement Camelot went full dude, bro? Yeah, dude. No, okay, yeah, the joke is that 91% of black women are overweight or obese, by the way. God, you guys suck. How dare you in the chat? Couldn't even get it. Couldn't even get the joke. Anyways, that's why I said 9%. I ain't into big bitches now. Look, I've been there and done that. I've retired. I can only get my pelvis rebuilt so many times. Okay, reconstructive surgery. So, you know me, I'm all about diversity. But when you force diversity, you lower quality. But Cody, that's a very Nazi thing. No, it's not. You dumb bastards. It's simple math. And I failed math. If I can understand the math behind it and you can't, then maybe you should go get some help. Probably go see a therapist. Oh, you're against that, right? The first thing you do instead of seeing a therapist is cut your left arm or your wiener off. Look, I mean, come on. Come on. Look, I have to reiterate that I'm, it's a joke, or else I'll get killed like J.K. Rowling is right now. Anyways, so, but no. We're going to get into diversity. This is just my intro to diversity. If you take 25% of your workforce in a highly advanced technical field, and you say 25% of them have to be black women, sounds great, right? Sounds great on paper. 25%, 2,000 employees across the U.S. 25% have to be black. That's 500 people. How many black women in America are active mechanical engineers? 7. So what happens when you get to your 25% quota? 7 of them are engineers, and the other are either electronic technologies degrees. Like what? Instead of having 25% India dudes that are engineers and having a company, or a company that's doing checks and balances on certain devices on aircrafts. You want that shit to be on point. So that's what I'm saying. It's the easy math there. No matter how many people you pick from this group of people, they're going to be lower quality because there's a larger pool to pull from. And people can't fathom this idea. They think, well, you're racist. I'm like, what? No, there's 30,000 white pilot dudes. There's 30,000 white dudes that are pilots and 9 black women. That means if you have to choose 4 to fit in this role, the 4 white dudes that you can pick are going to be 4 of the most talented people that exist that operate machinery. The 4 black women are just going to exist in the space. They could actually have failed every class and they still statistically are matched up. That's not right. That's scary. I ain't getting on that plane, baby. Okay? No. What happens when she's fighting with her baby mama? I mean, her baby daddy. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? What happens when I get on the plane and we're taking off and the pilot is fighting with her baby daddy? And then she's like, you know what? Fuck this. And then she just fucking nosedives, kills all. I don't want to die for that. That sounds dumb. Do you want to die for that? No, me. No. Sorry. I know that sounds gross. I apologize. I'm real sick, guys. Let me just mute myself. All right. So cold-blooded. Now the super chats are going to stop because I just made fun of black women. It was a joke. I love black women. Silent RPG Lore says forced diversity is good. Thank you. I appreciate you, Silent RPG. Samantha says, can I get a happy birthday shout out for Izzy? Big 12. I thought she was older than that. She looked taller than that. Happy birthday, Izzy. I hope to see you again. Izzy saw me when I was a pleb short track racer. Now, next time you come to a race, it'll be a NASCAR race. That's going to be cool. Thank you, guys. Pick one of them. Pick one. There's so many races. I can't even begin to imagine how many races there are. And we're going to talk about misinformation today, guys. I don't know if you've noticed. Okay. I'm not political, right? I think all politicians are corrupt bastards. But why is misinformation just completely okay? Now, look, I get it. Everybody's slinging misinformation from every side. I get it. I totally understand. But it's crazy to me that actual, politicians that are in office are doing it. As ad campaigns. That's wild to me. That's crazy to me. How the shit's that legal? Right? And we're basically just North Korea, right? Every single DNC account, including the damn president of the United States, which obviously I know it's not him, it's an intern, I get it, but is showing that clip of Trump saying that illegals are animals. And he's talking about the guy that killed Riley Gaines, like the guy that brutally murdered her. That's who he's talking about. But they conveniently clip all that out and make it look like he's just calling everybody an animal. The actual president and politicians are they're sharing this edited clip all over Twitter. How's that legal? Why Trump should just get on Twitter right now and share an edited clip of like Joe Biden, and I mean poorly edited for a joke. You know, for like a joke to own the libs. Just like get somebody to edit together like I love wieners. And it's just like a bunch of different clips of him just walking around. I love wieners. I love wieners. And it's like, oh, he just admitted that he loves wieners. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Look at it. You know, it'd be funny because that's what they're doing. You know, but it would be just make it really stupid. I love wiener, you know, which isn't really edgy anymore. Loving wiener is kind of cool now. Never imagined a time where loving wiener was gonna be cool, but here we are. We love wiener. It's crazy how times have changed. When I was in 8th grade, you say I love wiener to beat your ass. Now you say I love wiener, and they'll say they love wiener too. And everybody's just got their wieners out. And then you get like awards and shit. It's weird. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Make sure you like the show. Big shout out to Karis and Billy Hatcher for the first 2 pink boys, an orange and a red and a gold away from a rainbow knot. And don't forget, we have 28 names on the Kansas car. Every $100 super chat goes on the Kansas car. Thank you so much. We got 28 names so far. Woo! My nose be a running. Oh yeah, announcements. Woo! My coughing is getting me some. So, was on the phone today with some teams, multiple teams actually. I'm doing a bunch of deals here and there. But the Talladega, I already talked about this. Talladega car will be done Tuesday. I'm gonna be getting on a jet plane, going far, far away to the wild world of North Carolina. I'm gonna do a reveal video at the shop with the frog car. The actual frog car is gonna be released. The big one, not the little one, the big ass one that I'm gonna be driving at Talladega, flying out to get it. Then, I think in the next week or two, I will be getting, the Dover car will be getting finalized and finished. Which the Dover car and the Talladega car are the same car, like look, except Talladega car is a Ford, Dover car is a Toyota because it's a short track car, and the Talladega car is a super speedway car. So you can't run them at both tracks, obviously. That wouldn't work. You go into the corner at Dover, and there'd be no downforce. You just spin and explode. So, what division are racing in? It's NASCAR, shall I wonder. Talladega, bro. Who else do you think what races at Talladega? I don't think any other series races at Talladega, do they? I mean, it'd take a while to get around that bitch if you were in a Miata or something. Take like 2 minutes. 110 miles an hour. Beep. It's the Arkham Menard series. So, we'll be doing some trucks at either Xfinity or trucks at the end of the year too. But you didn't hear that from me. So, then we will be unveiling this car. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys. Fuck it. I think it's all right. I'm just gonna try and show you. Oh, my nose is killing me, boys. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I've been having imposter syndrome. You guys know what that is, right? I've been having a really, really severe imposter syndrome lately. And I don't feel like anybody should be watching or hanging out with me, and it makes me feel weird. I've been really stressed and anxiety riddled about this stream today, and I don't really know why. I can't explain it, man. It's dumb. It's very dumb shit. But I've been feeling weird. So when I see 500 people hanging out, that just means a lot to me. So I really appreciate that. Makes me feel like you guys want to be here, and I've been feeling weird about that lately. All right, so here is the new ride. This car, everybody, this car will be racing at Kansas all the way until Toledo in October. We're going to be at Watkins Glen in New York, Bristol in Tennessee, Charlotte, Michigan, every damn where you can imagine we will be there. And this is going to be the car I'm running the rest of the year. So feast your eyes on the beautiful car right here. What an immaculate beast. The 3D model is coming out tomorrow, and then the car will be unveiled probably the very first week of May, I think. I mean, like the first day of May, maybe the end of April. Oh, so don't forget. Don't forget. This is going to be a really cool opportunity. And as you can see with your eyeballs here, that is not the right window. The bumper is open for another sponsor to hop on board, basically to help me with travel expenses and tires. That's kind of all I lack this year. And something right here as well. So if you have a business or a YouTube channel or something, DM me and you can ride with me and Tim the rest of the year. Or for one race. The rest of the year, that'd be pretty pricey, but the one race is ideal as well. So I'm trying to work out a lot of stuff. Russell Hall, where's the chicken? It needs chicken. Thank you. Appreciate it. I do need some chicken emojis, though, to honor my boy EBS. All right, so let's talk about some stuff today. Thank you, Russell Hall, for being here. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Did I already drive the Cyberfrog car? The Cyberfrog car will be unveiled next Thursday on Twitter. The real car, like the actual car. I'm flying across the damn country to the shop because I got to get a custom seat fitted in the car and all that shit. So you'll see the car. I'm going to put it all over Twitter. What the hell just happened just now? What just happened? Do you guys hear me right now? What the? That's weird. Camera was just like, nah, I'm out. Why is there a Wi-Fi logo on the camera? Dude, what's going on? Do you see that? You guys don't see that. I see that. It says connections unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it into your router. I'm hardwired. Are we live? Dude, this is weird. Anyways, whatever. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I don't even have a Wi-Fi card in my computer. Why is there a Wi-Fi? Anyways, never mind, boys. Who cares? So, anyways, yeah. So DM me if you want to jump on some stuff. Put the paint files on trading paints for iRacing. Yeah, that'd be cool. I haven't even thought of that. So you feeling better today? I feel almost normal. My sinuses are blown out, but they'll get better. Rudy toot. So, anyways, let's talk about some stuff real quick. Some things and some stuff. Let's get our why? Okay. Let's get the ball rolling with the conversing with the chat. Everybody, your PC's freaking out at show is, baby. Was the camera hacked? Well, the Wi-Fi logo went away. So let's talk today a little bit, guys, about some stuff that's very important to me. I've been talking about this a lot, and I don't even like Subway. But look at this. This is what raising minimum wage does. Look, I know a lot of people are for it because you don't make a lot of money, and you think arbitrarily raising the minimum wage. God, it's like I'm drunk. The minimum wage is going to just make you make more money. Yes, it will result in a higher number on your check stub. That's pretty much the entire end of the story there. These things were $5 for a foot long. Remember? $5 foot long. I worked at GameStop in Atala, Alabama, and I would go out and get a meatball sub, and I'd get a foot long, and I'd split it in half, and I'd eat one like now and one later, right? They are $13 for a foot long now. That was not even 10 years ago. Not even 10 years ago. What happened? Inflation happened. Okay? Inflation happened. They started printing money for some damn reason. Inflation happened. And then they were like, you know what? We're just gonna send hundreds of billions of dollars to random countries without you actually agreeing to it. Which doesn't feel like a representation, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. But also, can we talk about why Subway sucks ass now, too? Man, I went to Subway 2 weeks ago and got a meatball sub. The meatballs were frozen on the inside, and it was so gross. All of it was gross. The bread was old. The meatballs were frozen. Everybody looked angry that worked there, which, yeah. But I don't know. There was some weird time period where everything changed. And also, look, and I don't mean to point out the obvious, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but why is every single employee at every Subway Indian? Does anybody know how that happened? I don't care. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't care. What happened? Did like an Indian company buy out Subway, or what happened? I remember walking over to Subway when I was 25 and getting a sub, and there was just a bunch of kids working there, basically like teenagers, and they were just laughing and cutting up. And then a week later, I went over there, and it was like 3 extremely old Indian people. What happened? It was very. I was, and then I noticed every time I go to a Subway, it's just Indian people. I don't mind. I just don't. I was like wondering what happened. Like, did the company mate work there? Simply, it's Indians hire Indians, get one in management, and the staff are their family. Yeah, I'm actually surprised there's not a law with a conflict of interest, like kind of law for staffing in corporations or companies. Or it's actually very strange to me. How is there not a law on the books, locally, statewide, or federal wide, of a conflict of interest with family members? Like, you can't date your coworker, but your wife could work there though. Why? How does that make sense? Why can't I date my coworker and like fucking give her 3 choice pumps in the back room next to the Xbox? But if I do that, I get fired. But if I marry her, I can give her pumps in the back room. What's the difference? Nepotism laws don't apply to franchises. Well, we need to put it in place. We need to fix that right now. We need to fix it right now. Okay. We are 360 away from Neck and Snake for the 290th show in a row. Some businesses won't allow you. Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't allow you to work. That's a conflict of interest, man. No. No one's going to hold you to a higher standard if you are in a family with everybody. Right? If my daughter is giving me cold meatballs on my sub, am I going to come down on her? No. Am I going to come down on another kid and slap him around? Probably. You know? Anyways, that being said, that leads us into the great debate. The great debate. And what is the great debate about right now? What's the great debate about right now? It's the arbitrary increase in minimum wage in California. Has anyone been following this? I'm telling you, man, people always get so, they get so flabbergasted when they find out that I am not for an arbitrary increase in minimum wage. I have never been for an arbitrary increase in minimum wage, ever. I don't know how anybody can see it any other way. They just think that money and I hate to use the phrase money growing on trees, right? I hate to use that phrase because it's stupid. It's the boomer phrase, but it's true. People just quite literally vote and support shit that they think means they will get free shit. And it never works like that, man. If it worked like that, there would be countries out there that were pure socialist countries. And you could it would be the greatest place on earth. You ain't got to do shit. You can wake up, read the newspaper, dump a load, play video games. Oh, Cody, you're late for your government issued job. What? If you miss another day's of work, you go to the correctional facility for 2 years. What? People actually believe this shit. They believe like in a country like that, you just get to sit home and play video games. That's why they watch Hassan Piker, by the way. Because they're like, oh, under socialism, I get a check every month and I can just play video games. I don't have to do nothing. Oh, you're about to find out what you're going to do. Oh, suddenly World War III happened. Guess who's going into the military? Not me, bro. I believe in freedom. Oh, really? Get the cattle prod, because your son bitch is going. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Right? Right? You ain't doing shit. Kumar with an orange boy. Hot diggity damn. Kumar says hiring 25 black women doesn't mean they'll just hire anyone. It's literally to force themselves to expose themselves to the best of all races. To say they're distracted from hiring the best just for diversity is meant for misinformation. No, I completely see. We're doing the thing. Remember the disclaimer earlier. Remember the disclaimer, Kumar. Don't fuck with me today, Kumar. All right, Kumar, I'm gonna reverse. We're gonna. All right, now we're back. Let me go back to what we were talking about. If there is 25,000 male pilots, registered pilots, 25,000, and there is 500 black women that are registered pilots in the U.S. 25. If you hire 25 of the white ones, or if you hire 25 of the black women, they will be less qualified, less trained, and less talented at flying a plane. Statistically, that's how that works, right? That's how that works, because there are more to choose from the white dudes. I don't have any problem. I know I wouldn't get on the plane because, like I said, what if she's fighting with her baby daddy? I'm just saying, no. But statistically, based on math, the white dudes will be better because there's more of them. There's just more, right? Any 25 of these guys from the top pool will be better than the top 25 of the black women because there's just so much more, right? That's the point. And we're seeing that right now. Now, obviously, they don't hire the best, though. Look at every movie studio and game studio on Earth right now. Well, except for Japan. Let's ignore Japan, right? Just a larger pool. You will never get better employees from a smaller pool. That's the whole point. Right. I'm not saying that there's not talented black female pilots at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the white dudes will be better because there's just so many more of them. Right. If you put 6,000 red balls in a pool, okay, and you put 10 blue balls in the pool, what are you more likely to grab when you jump in the pool? That's simple. It's like we learned that shit when we were in kindergarten, I think. Like the early stages of fractions when we were like in kindergarten or first grade. They put the colored balls in a bag. That's how they taught us, right? Oh God. Oh Jesus. Love you, Madamo. My nose is running, guys. I've been real sick. More than usual. Thank you, Kumar. I appreciate that, dude. Kumar, Mugsy Kins, ask Bowen how the DI worked out for him. We don't even need to. Thank you so much, Mugsy Kins. I appreciate you. Kumar, I appreciate you. Hold on. So Kumar also said something about minimum wage. Nordic countries have strong labor laws, which is why their McDonald's workers average $22 per hour. Labor laws are one thing. It depends on what minimum wage looks like, and it also depends on demographics. So a lot of people like to, this is kind of unrelated, but kind of related as well. A lot of people like to say the top 3 safest states in the United States of America are Democrat states, right? Which is true, right? The top 3 safest in the entire country are Democrat majority states, right? True. They're also hyper majority something else. 97 and 98% something else. Somebody in chat can get it. And I'm not saying anybody's better than another person. I'm just saying when you have everybody under the same fucking ideology and culture that all kind of, they grew up together, they generally get along better. When you fucking mix everybody up in some damn like a bowl of chili, suddenly that shit gets spicy and you're bleeding out your ass, right? Disavow. Oh, careful, buddy. No, it's a true. Chili is spicy, burnt your asshole, right? Damn. My nose be running, boys. All right. So, anyways, let's talk about minimum wage again. You bastards, you trying to be slick. Okay. Oh my God. All right, Kumar, look. I'm gonna say one thing to you, Kumar. I really appreciate your orange boy. But like I don't know if you're like 12 years old. Like, bro, come on. I remember saying this shit when I was like 12 and 13. Like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I remember being like, they were brought here by evil Republican. I remember that shit. I was the same fucking dude. So I get it. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck does that have to do with minimum wage, man? How did we get here? Kumar, how did we get here, Kumar? How'd we get here? I'm gonna DM you my address and I want to talk. We're gonna pour a cup of whiskey. Unless you're fucking 12, then we ain't gonna do that shit. You know, we gotta have a talk. Unless you're 12, don't show up if you're 12. YouTuber arrested under allegations. No. All right, minimum wage, damn you. Michael Lopez says companies don't care because of diversity. That's why run on the female CEOs, Asian black news anchors, white male punished white male. Look, I don't have a problem with that shit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care who you hire as a news anchor. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. I don't watch the news. The news is gay. Do you really want to watch a dude in a suit with white fucking hair and then the camera pans in and he turns slowly and he's like, today on I-55, 3 people were caught in a wreck. They're calling it the biggest wreck since the wreck of 1963. Going to you, Jones. Oh, Jones here. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? That shit has been dead to me since 1996. Why would I watch that garbage? I got my fucking suit and tie on. Don Lemon, eat my ass. Like, anybody wants to watch that shit no more. I want to watch a dude sitting at a table with graphics behind him flinging around. We're just completely blown away at the reprehensible behavior of this college football coach that slapped his female basketball player on the ass saying, good job. I don't care. I'm not the ass slapper nor the slappy. Don't care. If I'm going to get my news, I'm going to watch somebody on YouTube talk about it because that's more interesting to me. That's how I comprehend shit. Okay. I don't want to do damn freaking goes to the damn hair salon to get his hair salon did. No. The actual minimum wage is always $0. Yes. And it should be. It should be. Thank you. Hey, Kevin. Kevin and ABQ. What's up, dude? Disco Cobra. Aviator sunglasses looks rad, bro. Wish I looked that cool. You hear that, Kumar? You hear that, Kumar? Disco thinks I'm cool. You hear me, Kumar? Kumar, I'm just fucking with you, by the way. I love you. I'm just fucking with Kumar. I love Kumar. Kumar's been in my chat for a long time. I don't want you to get angry at me because I'm just fucking with you. This is what I do. Okay, you listen to Karis. I fuck with Karis in real life every day. I call him a bitch to his face. I flick his titties. Not in real life. No joke. I don't really flick his titties. Don't say anything. YouTuber arrested under allegations for sexually assaulting Karis, his friend. Look, come on. What's some pro tips for gaming the YouTube algorithm? I'm trying to spin current topics and mix my own thing. Got to change it up. Dude, I have no idea, bro. Talk about what's popular. Talk about something you're passionate about. Don't force it. Have some good quality videos with good sound, good camera, and then kind of clickbaity a little. You got to clickbaity. Marketing's a thing, okay? People like to say, oh, clickbait. You don't overtly lie, but clickbait in a marketing sense because you're selling a product. And I'm just using phrases and words, but you're selling yourself. So make it look like you want to buy it, you know? Like, I don't make any money off my videos, but I still think that way because it's fun. Thank you, Disco. I love you. Appreciate you. Another pink boy. We're halfway to Naked Snake. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Oh. Thank you, Kumar. He said I grew up in Georgia. Wait, you grew up in Georgia? Wait, where in Georgia though? Is Atlanta? You some bitch. Better not be Savannah. You grew up in the city, didn't you, Kumar? No, you didn't. You grew up in all white area for sure. There's no way in hell. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you, the only people that can think in a certain way, and I'm not saying you do, Kumar. Suburbs, yeah. See, I'm saying you suburbs. The only way you can believe these things is if you didn't grow up in the hood. I'm just saying. I grew up in the trailer park. Luckily, it's just redneck people. But one of my friends grew up in the projects, and I go to his house all the time, and I get the shit kicked out of me every time I walked outside. Just when you get culturally enriched enough, you start thinking differently. Look, I'm being honest. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay, Kumar. Don't take it too serious. I love you. Thank you, Disco Cobra. Slosher. No, Slosher. People support minimum wage because they think it's a floor, but it's actually a hurdle you have to clear. Same reason Wyman gets $100 an hour is Wyman gets 20. Yes. Automation, passing it off to the consumer. That's your two options, bruh. It's your two options, bruh. A, automation. B, pass off the cost to the consumer. That's your two options. The third option of you getting more money is not an option. That's not real. The McDouble's going up another 20 cents. I tell you what. Thank you, Slosher. I love you. A gold boy has joined the crew. We are one red boy away from a rainbow night. God, my coughing. I can taste blood. Matthio says, I don't know who this fiery Razor Fist look like is, but I like him. Thank you. I'm the buff Razor Fist. I'm Buff Fist. Buffer Fist. Thank you, Matthio. I love you, dude. I appreciate your $10 super chat. You the man. Squid says, remember, bro, everyone but me is dumb. And that's why so many people have dumb commie takes. Damn you, commies. Damn you, commies. How could you? Not Your Cheese says that sweet period where all drinks were $1 at McDonald's. Bro, Squid. I mean, not Squid, not Your Cheese. I used to go to McDonald's every day and I got 2 grilled chicken snack wraps. It was $2.19, bro. Then they removed them because in 2020, the health people suddenly didn't care about obesity anymore. They love obesity now. Now they care about masks and forced vaccinations. So suddenly McDonald's is like, we don't need any of this health food no more. And then McDoubles went up to $4 instead of $1. Yeah. My property taxes went up like 1,000%. What happened? Renee, minimum wage seems like a scam the older I get. Dude, I tell you, Renee, I agree with you. Now, I'm going to be honest, though. I remember when they told me it was going up, I kind of got excited when I was 17 because I thought I was going to get a raise, and then I didn't. You know, I thought I was going to get a raise because I was making $7.30, and minimum wage went up to $7.25 from $5.15, and my pay did not change. They were like, you still get the responsibility, though. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Thank you, Renee. I love you. I appreciate you. You're too good to me. Naked Snake is closing in. We're closing in on the snake. Somebody be slamming freaking doors in my house, man. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? One thing about prices going up is going to cost you to be obese. No, Black Superwoman. No, that's a lie. It's a lie, Black Superwoman. Why? Because pizza rolls are cheap as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I can get me a ribeye, a 3-pack of ribeye from Costco, $70. That shit was $35 4 years ago. $75 now, right? Grilled chicken cutlets, same shit. Pizza rolls, still $2 for a pack of 50. Life cereal, come on. Lucky Charms is still $3.99, son. Bagel bites, you can get them at the gas station. Come on now. Dude, Twinkies, still the same price. It's easy, man. It's easy to be fat. Trust me, I know. I've been eating a lot of cereal. Cereal looks so expensive. No, not your cheese. It's not at all. You got to get the cheap shit. Marshmallow Mateys. Marshmallow Mateys, not your cheese. You don't get fucking Lucky Charms. You get Marshmallow Mateys. Okay? Come on. You got to get with the program. I grew up in the trailer park. All right? Okay? I get great value mac and cheese. Okay? Great value. Alex says, glad you're replacing Rakeda because he keeps fucking himself. Doing 5 shows a month. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, Nick. Why? Nick, why have you done this to us? Why have you forsaken us, Nick? The nose pope has forsaken us. Why, Nick? Why? I almost asked Nick to be on tonight, and I just, no, I was like, hey, he's going to say no. I stopped asking him. He just disappeared. I hope he's doing good, though. I don't talk to him, but I love him, and I hope he's doing good. I hope he's doing well. I watched his last show with Bronca and Steve Gosney, and it was good. So keep doing that. Malto meal in the bags, bro. You know, Eric knows, dude. He knows about the Malto meal. God, see, me and Eric are on the same page. We understand these things better than anybody else. Just trying to 17 kids. All right, everybody in the chat, stop roasting Nick and kill my ass today. 70 fucking kids. Oh, Jesus, you're killing me. You're slaying me. All right, enough of Nick roasting. It's too good. It's too fun. Look, he's real easy to roast. I mean, look, you know, you ain't got to roast him too much. He ain't got enough meat on his bones. He just burns immediately. You know what I'm saying? He got that heat allergy. All right, dudes. So, look at this. This is a very important point. Sometimes you have to speak in memes because people are too stupid to actually critically think, right? Critically think. People are too dumb to critically think. So here's a meme for you to get my point across. Fast food worker on $20 minimum wage. There they are. There you go. That's the end of the story. You guys understand now? You want to know what's funny too? I go straight to the kiosk every time. I go to the kiosk every time. I could give 2 shits about talking to a little dumbass teenager. Because they're always pissed. Unless it's an adorable girl. And adorable girls don't work at McDonald's anymore. The slim pickings now. There's no more low-hanging fruit. You know? You got to go after. They're all working at internships and shit now, being all hot. They'll work at they'll work at an indie movie theater or something. They don't work at freaking McDonald's anymore, so I can't go chat them up. You know what I'm saying? And also, they're 16. Oh, Jesus. You got me. No, it's like it's the fucking Walter White meme. What do you mean chatting them up, bro? They're teenagers. You got me. I'm fucking dead, bro. This is a fun stream. We got a lot more. This is like the first thing. This is the first thing. God. Close one, Jenna. Bro, you're like 32, and I'm all about you straddling my face. Oh my God, it's Renee Villarreal. Everybody in the chat recognize. Come on. Renee knows how to swing a chat or two, bro. Like a beast. Look at this guy. Pray for me. My brother's trying to snoo with all the exes, little sisters. Any luck, I can snoo them all. Get on it, doggone it, please. Please, man. I've been craving a tall girl a lot, like the last couple of years. just like a really, really tall chick, you know, that just massacre my ass. But for some reason, the last like couple of weeks, my hormones haven't changed. I have that shit on lock. I saw like a 4'9" girl walking around the other day. She was fucking like in her 20s, okay? Don't fuck with me. And I was like, man, I want to scoop her up and take care of her. What happened? What happened? That's why you need the best of both worlds, right? You know, you need a girl that can punch a dude and like stop him for a second. They can't knock him out, but they can like startle him for a second to let me catch up. Little bitty girl, she gonna punch, nothing's gonna happen. Imagine getting hit by freaking Hannah. Tiny one badger, she ain't gonna feel that shit. She hit me before, didn't feel it. Thank you, Renee. I love you, Renee. Let me put you on the car. I don't know if you're on there. Renee, you're not on the Kansas car. Guess what, Renee? You're on the Kansas car now. Every $100 super chat goes on the car for our NASCAR race at Kansas. It's going to be the Timcast car at Kansas and every race after. So make sure you're on board with that. Thank you, Renee. I love you. I appreciate that so much. Darth Reven says, Multi-Mill Fruity Dino Bots and Marshmallows is the best. It's the Fruity Pebbles, but better. Generic cereal for the win. Hell yeah, dude. I'm all about that shit. I love Multi-Mill everything. Multi-Mill everything. You know? Bro, I wish, man. I wish. I really do. They ain't gonna happen. Nope. My nose is running like a faucet. Thank you. Uh-oh, Mario Trujillo. You get a free doom. Mario says most places will hire above minimum. Yeah, of course. This would be this would happen if the government didn't enforce it. It's called competitive market. God, people are so stupid. I work at Popeye, so I'm jaded. Dude, I try to like not have the angry reaction to when people like support the minimum wage increase. Right? I try to not get angry because I'm like, oh, they're just fucking they're like they haven't even thought about it. Right? And it's like the Electoral College, right? You guys ever actually like? Have you ever? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? What is happening today, man? This is insane. It's insane. God, it just doesn't want to be allowed. All right. Yeah, so I think I just needed to hard reset it. All right. I just hard reset it. Thank you, Mario. The Electoral College. Very, very good thing to bring up real quick. By the way, we're 110 away from Naked Snake. They're coming after me, man. So, the Electoral College. There are people out there right now that unironically think the Electoral College needs to be abolished. I'm not really much of a political guy. I've never labeled myself as an intelligent man. But if you don't understand why it's there, what is wrong with you? Did you do coke? No, I do the here. You guys want to hear what I do? I have a deviated septum. And I had a sinus infection for like the last week, which is why I had to skip Saturday. And I can't breathe, so I had to go like that. I can't do drugs. I would get banned from NASCAR. We do drug tests. Can't do that. But anyways, so the Electoral College is there so 2 cities in the U.S. don't get to choose the president. So 2 cities in the U.S. don't get to choose federal policy. Every state has a say, right? Because states' rights are what is most important to the union, correct? So the Electoral College is there to prevent mob rule. 2 places from choosing every single law. 2 places which the laws that they choose might not affect or more affect people that have nothing to do with that area. That's why it exists. You know? But people unironically support it. And then when you tell them this, when you're like, well, the reason we do this in this country is we're not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic, and we need to choose our leaders based on all the state's voices, not just 2 cities in 2 places in the country. And you know what they say? You know what they say? They say, so you're saying that you're not in favor of everybody's vote being equal? And I'm like, okay, see, you're misinterpreting it again. And I have to explain it again. And they just say the same shit. I'm like, but the votes won't be equal because your city of 80 fucking million people is determining the law for Alabama. And that's not how this country was ever supposed to be and never will be. That's the point. That's why in my state, you can't be put on hormones at 9 years old. In my state, it's a felony to assault a small child with penetration. It's not in California, by the way. So, well, it's the judge's discretion because it was disproportionately affecting gay men. Like, look, dude, in my state, if you cross the threshold, I can shotgun you into little tiny pieces, and I don't even have to fill out a police report. In California, you can just walk into a house and you live there now, and they can't kick you out. If you find somebody living in your basement, they just live there now. You can't do anything about it. You will be arrested if you forcibly remove them from your house. So no, thank you. That's why New York City and California don't get to determine the entire country's laws. The country is very big. LA and New York City is very small. That's the point. So, yeah, dude. There was a guy that was arrested recently in New York, upstate New York, because he found somebody living in his house, and he threw the person out of the house, and he got arrested for throwing a squatter out because squatter laws. Those places are gross, terrible places, gross. Anyways, I don't want to. Let's watch this video for the lulz. And let's react to it. God, my nose is getting bad, guys. Oof. Squatters are a nuisance. Are you trying to be a troll? What are you talking about? Carlos, shut your ass. I ain't got time for you today. I ain't got time for you ever. Did you have an intimate meet with Zia? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you talking about have I smashed pictures of Zia? Is that what you're saying? What do you think? Right? She looks good. Yeah, of course. Every day. Not, every day, but almost every day. She lives in New Jersey, dude. Would I? Yes. Have I? No. All right, anyways. Oh, tallest girl I've ever been with was 6'4". Damn, Renee. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Renee. Tallest girl I've ever been with. Renee's kicking ass with the gold boy. Thank you, dude. Renee's so good to me. Renee's going above and beyond today. I'd rather date a woman that's tall. I like tall women, and Death by Snooze too. I'm all about it. I'm all about it, son. Well, Billy, you're like 5'2". You have to date a woman that's tall. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I appreciate you. Isn't Zia married? Bro, are we back to being 13 years old again? Are we back to being 13 years old? As if that's ever mattered. People that say the statement, and I'm not shitting on you, Eric. I love you. I'm not shitting on you, Eric. But I'm just learning. I'm learning you. People that use the question or phrase, "Aren't you married?" ? Have never been very active on a dating app where everyone's married and they're just fucking everybody. When I was on Tinder, man, 75% of the women on Tinder were married or in a relationship long term, and they were sitting on my face, and they were not in an open relationship, by the way. They belong to the streets, which is perfectly. That's why I was glad that I've been, on the streets. Never get married. You already know. You already know how I feel. All right, boys. Oh, let me turn my speakers on. Here we go.
We had walked up and those close signs. That was it.
20 employees and more were let go today because the owner says he could not afford to pay them with that increase. Now employees are upset, saying they were blindsided when coming into work. Fox 26 reporter Sophia Lesios explains why those employees were in disbelief. Sophia, what a surprise.
Yeah, Monty. Former employees tell me that at first they thought it was an April Fool's joke, but that quickly changed when their
Video's quiet. Oh.
boss handed them their final check.
I was so caught off guard. We had no type of notice, no type of warning even. I mean, the owner had told me Happy Easter.
Employees at Foster Freeze and Lemoore say they're now out of a job.
We had gotten a text in the group chat that we were shutting down, and I completely thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Turns out he wasn't the only one. Did you guys think that this was an April Fool's
This chick's adorable. When she was working alongside that guy that looked like he was from Hellraiser, one of the Cenobots.
joke?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I thought, like, you must be joking. You must be playing.
You must be joking, aren't you? Why all the guys look like some Cenobot shaggy dudes and all the girls are hot and young? What's going on?
Me.
But this was no joke.
By the time I got here, there was people like in uniforms ready to start their day, not knowing that that would be their last check.
Monica Navarro, the former assistant manager, says when she got to
We need to find this girl. Oh my God. Look how adorable she is. She looks like a damn Clydesdale. What's her name?
assistant manager says when she got to the restaurant in the morning, the locks were being changed and employees were handed their final check.
I had walked in and he had just immediately was like, "You guys are out of a job. Like, I'm sorry."
While we were there at the Foster Freeze restaurant, owner Lauren Wright was walking out. I tried to get a statement. I think he's going to take off before we even get to a chance.
His ass was leaving. I ain't talking to y'all.
To him. Excuse me,
She could be on her age. Let's assume she's not, though. Damn you. Come on.
Lauren. But he quickly
I said she was gorgeous. I didn't say I want to see her naked. Jesus.
drove off. Moments later, I gave him
John, long last name. I'm here to save you.
a call.
Your call has been
Damn.
to an
Dude, her eyebrows are way too painted on, man.
automatic voice message system.
He did not answer,
Oh,
but did
shit.
send a text saying in part, I couldn't survive the mandated wage increases. Last thing I ever wanted was to close down. But by Friday night, I knew I was most likely not going to be able to stay open, but I didn't want to ruin their Easter Sunday.
Damn. Damn, son. Look, we gotta be completely transparent, man. Private businesses are not charities. Like, look, if the government's gonna be like, hey, you gotta pay everybody like 40 grand a year, yeah, they're just gonna fire everybody. I would. Look, if I'm operating a damn ice cream store that looks like it hasn't been updated since 1972, you best believe he's not operating on much of a profit margin. It's probably very small. That guy's probably making 38, 48 grand a year. Like running that ice cream place after all the cost. He's not making $1 million a year. You know? So that's the issue. Darth Revan says city people don't think you should be able to hunt. They don't understand that in certain places it's necessary to prevent overpopulation, disease, and starvation, where predators were eliminated. That's Darth Revan, that you bring up a great point. You bring up a fantastic point, by the way, because people in cities have no life experience outside of said city. Is there anything wrong with that? I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying that we should make cars illegal and everybody rides bikes. Doesn't work in rural Alabama. And when you tell somebody from the city that, they just call you a bitch, right? They're like, well, why don't you move? I'm like, are you actually suggesting that you think the entire 400 million people in this country should live in 3 cities? You're kidding, right? You're kidding. Thank you, Darth Revan. People in cities, they don't try to have another perspective. And that's what separates people, I think. I honestly think that's what separates us. Because when people tell me a thing or they tell me their viewpoint, I try the best that I can muster to look at something from their perspective. I do. That's why I'm not overtly right or overtly left. I believe a lot of shit here and there. That's stuff that seems logical to me. But a lot of people from the city, they only see that way. A lot of people from the rural areas see this, they're the same way. But people from the city, they don't understand. There are actually people, 22-year-old men on college campuses that unironically have made the statement that we don't need to hunt anymore and we don't need to have cattle anymore. We don't need businesses to we don't need industries like meat industries and cattle industries and food industries, because why would we need them when we can just buy our meat at the grocery store? There's actual videos of men and women on college campuses unironically saying we don't need cattle processing plants anymore because we just get our meat at the grocery store anyway. They actually say that. Like they think the meat at the grocery store is grown in the back room. They actually say that. You can't reason with people like that. The only way you can grow as a person is having life experience, and they don't have any. They grew up in their upper middle class home, which is why they have pink hair, because they didn't develop a personality, so they have to do something to seem different, right? That's why they have a septum piercing and pink hair, right? And they look terrible. It's because they don't have a personality. They don't have interest, so they focus all their shit into their appearance to make it look like they have a lot of layers. They have a lot going on. They have a lot up here, but they don't. They're just children. And when you grow up in an upper middle class home and you fit in with everybody at school, you don't have to develop anything. You just ride. And then, oh, Jimmy, you don't have to get a job because you can just go to college. And they'll go to college and they'll leave college at 24 with a liberal arts degree. And they don't get a job with their degree. And then they either A, have to learn the hard way how life really is into their 30s, or B, they just screech on the internet all day. That's the two pathways, right? I never went to college. I never graduated high school. I hated high school, so I stopped going. And I'm not saying that's the right choice. I'm just saying that's what I did. I was in 10th grade, and I was like, you know what? High school is the worst thing I've ever experienced. I'm going to stop going. So I just stopped going. And then I got kicked out, of course. And I got my GED immediately. Like within the first time I could take it, I took it and I passed it immediately. Got my GED, started working full time. And I worked full time for 13 years. And then I started YouTube. Here we are. That was how my life played out. But I feel like it did teach me a lot of stuff. And also through trauma, you build yourself. My divorce made me go ham. I had to do everything myself. There was no other option. So you just have to have a perfect storm, I feel like. And by a perfect storm, I mean Eric Lineker. It's a little loud. Been a while. Got to pay tribute. Do you think we're headed towards the Judge Dredd Mega City dystopian future? I hope so. And I only say that because I can watch it from afar. But it is entertainment. Eric Lineker is on the car 4 times. I'm about to cough. I taste blood every time I cough. It's gross. Thank you, Eric. I love you. It's because I've been coughing like a lot. Eric Lineker with the second Red Boy of the stream after Renee. It is an official rainbow night, and we are $10 away from Naked Snake. Thank you so much, Eric Lineker. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys like the stream in honor of my boy. Please like this stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. McFly says I look sunburnt and puffy. Am I still sick? Oh yeah, I'm sick, but I'm not debilitatingly sick anymore. I still have like the head pressure right here and right here, but I can walk around and do shit. I went to the gym today. I feel I can move around. The other day, Monday, I could barely stand up. And Sunday and Saturday, I was in bed all day sweating with the covers not on me. It was bad. But we're back. And I will be completely healed by the time I go to unveil the frog car next week. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. The frog car unveiling is Thursday. The real car. It's not an image. It's not a 3D image. It is the real live car. I'll be in North Carolina on set filming the car. And then 2 weeks after that, we're going to be going 190 miles an hour in the frog car. Thank you, Eric. I love you, dude. I appreciate you so much. Darth Reven says when it's 5 miles to your closest neighbor, is walking or biking doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. Plus, I like living away from people in Nowheresville, Tennessee. Dude, I can't agree more. When I hear a noise in my house, I grab my 12 gauge. I sling my 12 gauge up right here, and I get my freaking mag light, my 1994 shit weighs like 100 pounds. You guys remember those mag lights? You can hit somebody, kill them. Pink. Like, I got one, and I crank that bitch up, and I have my shotguns, my 12 gauge slinged around my right arm, and I go around my house like this. And that son of a bitch is chambered. I'm ready to go. And I have yet to see anything. But you know, that's the thing is, like, when you're in a city or you live in an apartment, you hear a floor creak or you hear something fall. That's not a big deal. If I hear something creak in my house, my ass is up, and I'm ready. I'm ready. So, because, you know, I live in the country, kind of. Not really. I mean, the city is 4 minutes that way, but it's like rural / big city / rural around it. That's where I live. Thank you, Darth Reven. I love you, Darth Reven. 3 away from Naked Snake. Only if the dog growls. Oh, so I have a German Shepherd, and he does not fuck around. He don't mess around. He'll kill you. Here, I'll show you. You guys want to see my German Shepherd and my Husk? They do not take kindly to strangers. I'll tell you that right now. What just happened? Oh, God, it just scared me. Okay. Look at him. Look at him. Why is it like 1p? What's happening? Load my boys. There we go. It's less than 1p now, or it's better than 1p. That's my boy, and that's my other boy. My 2 giant boys. Loke and Mal. And they got Peeps for Easter. This dude is basically a police dog. If there's a creak in my house, he doesn't bark, but he boofs. He does this warning boof where he like goes boof, boof, like that, and then he'll go slowly down the stairs and he'll creep around the house. This one right here, he'll just run full speed at whatever noise it is. He's kind of stupid, but him's good. This one's smarter. My boy Mal's smarter. He's very conniving and smart in that way where he tries to be sneaky. This one is just militant. He's not very smart, but he's super militant about everything. If he thinks something is weird, he'll get weird. For example, if you came to my house, if Mick Stellar came to my house, and I just said, "Hey, you see Loke? Look at him, stare at him, and then just act unsure. Just raise your eyebrows and kind of act like weird." He'll freak out. He'll be like, "What the fuck?" He'll get up and he'll like run at you. Like, he doesn't like that shit. Because he thinks something's going on, right? He can tell. I like to mess with him. I mess with him a lot. He would never bite me, but he will bite other people for sure. He will definitely bite other people, but he won't bite me. So that's what matters. He has come close though. I think one time I don't remember. I slapped PDH on the ass. And when you he doesn't like when you slap people. Not hard. And he like jumped and put his like mouth around me. He was especially annoyed that day. He put his like mouth around my wrist, but he didn't squeeze. He just put it around my wrist. And I was, damn, he could have cut my hand off. He's a vicious monster. Speaking of vicious monsters, Renee says, went to college, went girl crazy, Since lost a lot of weight and enjoy talking to people. Last chat, but we'll be around listening. Finish welding. Ooh, best I can start streaming. Hell yeah, dude. Just need to stop being a bitch. Yeah, that's what it's. That's it, man. Got to stop being a bitch. It's hard. I get it. It's hard. Thank you so much. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that so much. I love you. I appreciate you. We are officially 397 from Pot Milk on a Wednesday. Thank you, Renee. That's the third red boy of the night. 2 away from a red boy now. Thank you so much, Renee. I'm gonna put you on the car again. Renee's going on the car again for Kansas. Thank you. Yorick Tarleton on Rumble says, you say you're not right or left for 5 minutes. I can get you to admit the best thing for people is to evict the communists from the planet. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. No one likes commies, man. No one likes the commies. No one likes the people that say they're for free speech unless it is hateful. You ever hear people say that shit? Oh, I'm all for free speech as long as it's not hateful. And I'm like, okay, so back up. You're all for ice cream as long as there's no ice cream in the bowl. Is that what you're saying? Like, I'm all cool with steak. I love ribeye steak. But as long as you don't bring me a ribeye and instead you bring me French fries. And it's like, what? What? That's the thing. You know, you ever see people say that? Oh, yeah, I actually really support free speech. I just think that we should make it to where it's not hateful. And I'm like, oh, that's called not free speech, you dumb bastard. Was there? Come on. Jesus Christ. All right. Let us continue. I'm still talking about the first fucking topic today. All right. So apparently taxes. Oh, Texas put a new bill in place called SB 17. And it's apparently affecting diversity hires. Let's listen to this. I think it'd be fun. I love hateful speech. Oh, my throat. My throat's very, very hoarse or sore. You get what I'm saying. All right, so let's listen to this and let's see what's going on here.
I cried, and I was angry. A lot of people are upset. All of my group chats are raging. All of the group me's, all of the slacks, everybody is raging.
They say the people and experiences close to them are being ripped away. According to our partners at the American Statesman, at least 60 staff members who were previously in DEI roles have been notified that their last day is at the end of the semester. In a letter to the UT community, President Jay Harsel wrote in part, quote, to reduce overlap, we are closing the division of campus and community engagement and redistributing the remaining programs, end quote. That division used to be DEI related and like similar departments had to change its name in January because of the new law.
This is just Texas. Texas does not want us here. Texas has never wanted us here.
Christiana McAfee.
Yeah, so you see the bullshit there? You see the bullshit, right? That's the bullshit. These people, no matter what race or creed you are, you can be in any position in America. There's laws in place to guarantee that. You being forcibly put into a role because who happened to shit you out one day, that's pure racism. Now, I can understand the perspective that being for something because it benefits you. I get it. That is 100% why I'm for abolishing the IRS. You know, this is going to benefit my ass. You know what I'm saying? But that's the issue, is when you advocate to fire or hire people based on the color of their skin, that is advocating for racism. Systematic racism, by the way. If you think because something benefits you, it's not suddenly racism anymore. If you think that people need to be lifted up because they cannot acquire something on their own, that means you think lesser of them. You think they're less capable. You think they're not as intelligent, nor can acquire the tools to become successful and intelligent, which means you think they're subhuman. It's the soft bigotry of low expectations, like Mick Steller is saying. If you think that someone needs help because of what they look like, you are fucked up. You are not a good person. But somehow we brainwashed an entire side of the country to think people of color are lesser, which makes them more virtuous, which is the craziest shit that's ever happened. How did this happen? How did people think that looking down on people made them more virtuous? How? And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I mean, they're born in a bad area. Are they? It doesn't say that on their application form they were born in a bad area. Well, they don't have a car because they're poor. It doesn't say on the application if they don't have a car. What does it say on the application? It says, what is your race? That's it. There are Black, Hispanic people. There are people of all races, aside from Asian and white, that have benefited from this program that were already from wealthy families. Right? It's interesting to me. It's very interesting to me how we tricked people into thinking this. For example, voter ID laws. The craziest shit. Look, you may be able to make some kind of anecdotal argument in support of affirmative action, maybe. But I've never heard the argument, and I've never heard an argument ever as to why people are against voter ID laws when every other country, including third world countries, have them. Every other country. Right? Where's the argument? I know the reasons as to why. I know the arguments as to why we shouldn't do it. Are you kidding me? Is this real life right now? Is my camera? I guess my camera's just like, you know what? It's over. I guess at least I can just turn it off and on. At least there's that. Oh wow. Ranger Bane. Ben. I worked in HR for many years, and people are very mistaken about DEI. Never have got offered a position basically solely on the race. Are you kidding me? Shut up. They must possess the same skill set as other applicants. Sure. You're not going to hire a college or a high school dropout to be a mechanical engineer. I mean, yeah. The issue is the person you're hiring them basically. See, this statement's a little weird, Ranger, because you said you've never seen a position hired solely on race. They must possess the exact same skills as other applicants. Therefore, they both have the same skills. Therefore, what are they being hired from? Why are they being hired? How are you choosing from each applicant? You've never seen an applicant chosen basically solely on their race, but they have to have the exact same attributes as another applicant that's not of that race. Why did they get the job? Because of their race? Right? Like, so there's no other explanation. The point is, if you are lifting someone up because of the color of their skin, that is discrimination. Regardless of if you think you're doing it to benefit someone because you have some kind of guilt from 200 years ago, even though your family's from Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ranger. I appreciate you. Ranger with a good question or a good statement. Kumar, my fellow libs at Google, says the disturbance in the form. He's talking about DEI. Get him. That's funny. Thank you, Kumar. I appreciate you. Oh man. Oh, Ranger. Somebody actually. Okay, Ranger. Somebody in the chat brings up a good point. Hold on. Where is it? I'll just say it. I can't find it. Somebody said, Ranger, why would we have DEI then if it was basically the exact same candidate? Right. Ranger says, job, educated, housing, and wealth have been denied for color people. Oh, so you're saying, okay, so that's where we were going with voter ID. Okay. That's where we were going with voter ID. So I'm actually about to address that because that's the one I shouldn't say excuse. That's the one argument for all of this stuff, right? It's because you don't think black people are educated enough or have enough money to be able to do it on their own. So you think we need to help them because they're, for lack of a better word, they're too dumb and too poor. Right? People don't understand how generational wealth is made. Correct. I grew up in a trailer park, and my mom and dad still live in the trailer park. And I made more last year than my entire 13 years working full time in 1 year. Generational wealth. Granted, I didn't go to college. I didn't do the DE. I didn't fill out an application. So I can't really attest to that. So think about it this way. So Ranger, you're claiming, or your argument is that every black person is poor and uneducated. Right? Because you said that they're not people, they've been denied education and housing, all the way up until 1965 during the civil rights movement. So that means all black people today from that 60 years ago is uneducated and poor. So that's why we need affirmative action and voter ID laws. Well, I shouldn't say voter ID laws because we haven't really talked about that, but that's kind of the same argument for voter ID, right? So either treating someone different because of the color of their skin is either A, racist, or it's not. So that's you have to push down the first domino first, right? So the first domino is we have to be able to agree. We have to be able to agree or we have to be able to agree or disagree. The first domino that treating people differently because of the color of their skin is either racist or it's not. If it's not, then we move on to the second domino. Is 100% of people of color poor and uneducated? If that's not true, then we have to move to the third thing. Most. Does that mean that we need to include the application to include, let's say, how much money you make? It's hard to say, right? Because it's a sticky situation, man. Because I'm trying to look from the perspective, but it's hard for me to admit that people of color are dumb. And I shouldn't say dumb. I know you're not saying dumb, but that's what that means. Uneducated means dumb. That's a synonym, right? So, and poor. Now, look, I know this is anecdotal, but I live in a science town. I live in Huntsville, Alabama. And every black guy or black woman I know is an engineer, and they're hyper intelligent. Right? So that's what let's go ahead and move into voter ID because that kind of goes hand in hand. Make sure you like the damn stream, by the way. Oh my God. Oh my God. 200 years ago. I said 50 years ago, 1964. Are you responding to somebody in the chat, I guess? Thank you, Ranger. I appreciate you. It says the Civil Rights Act and Jim Crow laws were not 200 years ago. Yeah, they were 1964. So I don't know. I don't know who mentioned that, but I appreciate you, man. I don't like we keep saying random things, but do you have to agree? Like first domino again, you have to either agree or disagree that treating someone different because of what the color of their skin, is it racist or is it not? If you choose no, then we have to say, are all these people uneducated and poor? Because I guarantee you a lot of these people that are benefiting from these programs grew up in middle class environments. Right? So where is the line? There has to be a line eventually, right? Because if you actually go into some of these same thought processes in North Africa, like war-torn North Africa, a lot of these same things are said. They're just said from a slightly different timeline. It's like, well, hundreds of years ago, people came to North Africa and they destabilized it and then left. So white guy bad, you know? Right. So I don't know. Yaquar Yashibi Habia says, why y'all assuming blacks vote Democrat? I think women do. Women are like 99%. Men are like 70 something percent now, right? So they're kind of going the other direction. Anyways, voter ID. Let's move on to voter ID and then we'll continue. So voter ID. It's never looked at from like a black perspective. It's always looked at from like a white perspective, right? So if you pull up any interview with any college like white kid, they will always say voter ID laws are racist because black people don't have cars in general, and black people don't know how to use computers in general. Right. So is that something we believe? I don't believe that for a second. I'm pretty sure black people are on the exact same level technologically when it comes to like computers and video games, especially video games. Right? That's the thing that's always the argument. I mean, I'll pull up a video so you guys can get a better feel because I'm probably not explaining it very good. Let me hit that super chat. No name says I'm not often it's not often I'm awake to catch my boy live. Too poor for a pink boy, gonna give respect to the chat. NASCAR Arc Top 10. Thank you. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. I appreciate you. But see, Ranger, the most important issue here is you're not speaking to the point. You're just like saying stuff to the void. You're like, blah, 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 blah. Like, is treating someone different based on the color of skin, is it racism or not? Yes or no? You know? Because you said I'm looking at it from an individualistic point, but everything you type is based on your individualistic experience. I don't think people of other races are lesser or uneducated or poor, right? Obviously, there's areas that's true. I grew up in a trailer park. Every white dude in the trailer park was driving a GMC Sierra from 1981, and it didn't run half the time, and it's been flipped like 5 times. You know, I ate marshmallow mateys. I did not eat Lucky Charms. You know what I'm saying? I want to pull up a video. We'll get a better idea for this. It'll be fun. Oh man, let's see. Oh damn! Look, fucking Ethan went live, so my viewership dropped to like two people. Thanks, Ethan. This son's a bitchin'. He's always killing me. He kills me every night. Oh yeah, the quartering drama happened. That's probably why. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, my nose is running, guys. I apologize. Okay. Why does everything you search always have to be like a CNN video? Like, is CNN really shelling out money to YouTube to get them to put the freaking their shit on top? You know? Anyways, sorry. The chat's moving fast for no reason. You wake up in a trailer park one morning, you ask Billy Boy why his truck sounds like it's diesel. I tell you what. Oh man. Oh my gosh. I think Ranger's like 20 minutes behind. I said the civil rights movement was 200 years ago. Damn. If I said that, feel free to call me retarded. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So let's go. It's dude, it's hard to see from a perspective that doesn't equal you benefiting. I'm fucking right there with you, man. Ugh. Stop sharing. Am I sharing this tab? What? Am I really sharing this tab right now? Oh yeah. All right, cool. I don't know why, but I'm already yeah. Give them bread. Give them bread and they'll never revolt. Andres Antonio Gonzalez with a pink boy. Hello, gorgeous NASCAR future star. What are the big announcements? Are you still on the YouTube or are you leaving? I cannot live without you. Yeah, so no, I'm not leaving YouTube. It's going to slow down. It's going to slow down a lot here in the next 2 months because I will be racing all the time, every weekend, all across the U.S. But I'm going to take my laptop with me and I'm going to try to stream, try to do some other stuff. So that's from the last stream, though. The big announcement is Thursday of next week. I'm flying out to the shop a few states away. We're going to unveil the Cyberfrog Ford for Talladega, the real car. We're going to unveil it. It's going to be awesome. And then a week after that, we'll have the Toyota done, which I don't really see as a need to unveil because it's the same as the Ford. And then the Timcast car will be unveiled for Kansas right after that. So we're going to be flying up there. So make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's going to be crazy. It'll be crazy. And I also showed the Timcast car here today. And I'll do it again. Okay. So here we go. Thank you, Andres Antonio Gonzalez. I appreciate that so much for your pink boy. We are 350 from Fight Milk. Aber's in a bikini? Where? Why is Aber in a bikini? Thank you, Andres. Andres Antonio Gonzalez, my friend. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Let's do it. So this is fun. This will be a fun. I think this is a very popular video, or it's a classic video.
I'm Ami Horowitz.
Yeah,
I'm here.
This is a very classic video. If you've never seen this is fantastic. And it's basically it's kind of it's centered around young white kids, because white kids are always it's just how the nature is. It's young white kids that grow up in upper middle class, especially in all white areas. They have a lot of guilt for some reason. I don't have the perspective. I grew up in a damn trailer park. I don't get it. Okay, but maybe they do, and they always feel like they have to grovel and protect those that they see lesser. Right? You cannot believe these things about people unless you think they are lesser. You'll never convince me of that. If you actually think people, because what they look like, are dumb and don't know how to use computers and don't have cars because of what they look like, that is not a me problem. It just is not,
Berkeley, California, to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote. Do you have an opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works. A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data. For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes. Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Yeah, everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy cameras?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Nacho Cheese was able to read between the lines. Isn't that wild? Nacho Cheese got it. Nacho Cheese is the only person that got it. Only person that got it. It's not about that. It's politicians and ad campaigns. Politicians, ad campaigns. To call something racist to immediately get liberals to dissuade from it. Because the most fearsome thing that a liberal has to go through is being called racist or a bigot of some kind. Shame is the most powerful tool in leftism, in any society on earth. Shame is the most powerful tool, right? And it works on the right as well, but it works devastatingly on the left because you can accidentally say a thing that might be misconstrued and your fucking career is over on the left. On the right, you can be like, I don't give a fuck. And then you kind of get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Shame. People will say anything to avoid getting shamed by their peers. Right? Their peers. Right? So let's continue this video, though. Thank you, Nacho Cheese. And by the way, Marion Haltzman has just jumped in the show. And also, what the hell? Did I miss this? Andreas! Antonio's name is cool as fuck. God, I wish my name was something cool like this. Mine's Cody. It sucks. I wish I could sleep with you. I didn't expect this. Oh my God, Andres. I barely know you, sir. For luck. For good luck. It's all for luck reasons. No other reason than Andres. Antonio Gonzalez. I know how to give you luck. You take my baby gravy with you on the track. It'll make you go fast. Thank you, Andreas. I appreciate you. Oh, fuck. That killed me. Andreas over here just killing my ass. Thank you. Marion Haltzman! Hey, dude, been watching Zia. Are you raking it in like she is? Bored watching movies? Who's watching movies anymore? I do in like bed at night because I can never sleep. Last night I watched Click, the Adam Sandler movie. I haven't seen it in a couple years. That movie makes me ugly cry. Like at the very end. God, it fucks me up, bro. Fucks me up. Thank you, Marion Haltzman. Let me put you on the car. You're on the car like 90 times. It's just a whole car that says Marion on it. Thank you. No, don't save. Just save. Thank you. Marion Haltzman with a Red Boy 250 from Fight Milk. Thank you so much, Marion Haltzman. I love you. I appreciate your constant support. Your constant support. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to finish this video because I don't think I've ever watched the other something. 500 RRS, like 50 something cents to sleep with me. 50 cents to sleep with me. Oh, Andreas, that's funny. Thank you, Marion. It makes it even funnier. Let's be fair. Thank you. 508. What is ARS? The ARS money. It is Argentina peso. Yes. Thank you, Marion. Appreciate you for your orange boy as well. Thank you. Yes, P. Diddy for that. What's up? Thank you, Marion, for both your super chats. You're so good to me. Darth Reason says racism no matter what color your skin is. I would hope someone who wears the same uniform as me wouldn't be spouting all the race BS, but I've been disappointed before. Thank you, Darth Reason. I appreciate you. For your goal, boy. Yes. Some people just have different perspectives. And it's what I like to do is see that perspective, but I can never really get to the perspective because it's always like something that has nothing to do with anything, right? It's like the robot chicken guy from that episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, right? You guys remember that episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force with the robot chicken that like always like does flashbacks? That's what it's always like. I'm like, okay, well, why are you not for voter ID laws? And like it's never like a perspective that they hold. It's hundreds of years ago in the land. Like it's always like goes back to this like I should be punished because my family grew up. My family was active in Ireland in the 1930s, which has something to do with something. And it's like their family also is from like Germany, but they're a different color, so therefore they were slaves. So you know what I'm saying? It's always the chicken thing. Repeat after me. Arise, chicken, arise. I am so fucking retarded. Arise, chicken. Ha. I make it funny. Thousands of years ago. Like that's it's how it always. What's up, Jessica? How you doing? Thanks for the raid. Jessica reloaded. All right, let's finish this video so I can stop talking. I'm like Nick, I'm just ranting.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
I had access to the internet for years.
You know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So, of course, I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data?
Mm-hmm.
You can access the
Unlimited.
internet unlimited data.
Mm-hmm. I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant. That's what my thought process was.
I just think that's ignorant.
Ignorant.
Ignorant. That's the word I hear
Very
a lot.
ignorant.
Ignorant.
Very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because, you're putting people in a category and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
You judging somebody, you judging them because they black, saying that they don't got it.
What people are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say, "Can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are"? Are you
Love showing my ID.
You have no problem with that?
Nope.
Would you have a problem if when you go to vote, if they say, "Can we please just see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are"? Do you have an issue with that?
No.
Would you have a problem if there was a rule where you have to show your ID in order to vote?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have an issue if there was a rule saying you got to show your ID before you vote?
Nah.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty obvious. Now, one could argue that that's anecdotal people. Maybe they picked and choose the right people. But the arguments never change. Like it doesn't really matter who's saying it. The argument will always be poor, dumb. And I don't like that. It doesn't sit right with me. Now, look, maybe I'm just a white guy. I don't know. But I don't see people as different. I just don't. I don't have that filter, and it may be because I'm dumb. Like, I don't know, but I never look at people unless I talk to somebody and get to know somebody. I never have looked at somebody and they looked at me, and I was like, "Wow, that guy's dumb and uneducated and poor." I've never had that feeling in my life. I only feel that way if I get to know somebody and they're dumb and poor. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a person in front of me and I've judged if they were probably poor or uneducated. Because you have to say this: if your argument is that they are generally more in poverty and generally more uneducated, then you have to also agree that when you see a black guy walking by, you assume subconsciously they're poor and uneducated. And I don't see people like that. I do not see a person of a different color and assume they're poor and uneducated. I just can't do that. It's not in my system. I just don't get it. Don't get it. And maybe it's because, now look, this is completely anecdotal, but I grew up in the hood area. Like one of my boys growing up who went through a really crazy health scare recently. Blacker than midnight. You know what I'm saying? And all we did was play Crash Bandicoot Racing, and we were just bros, and everything was normal. I don't know. You know, he wasn't uneducated. He was way more educated than me. He went to college and shit. And my other buddy, Chris, this is basically I have black friends anecdotal thing, right? So I feel like it. Now, look, obviously not everybody agrees, but people, I feel like upper middle class white people that don't grow up around people of color, they think this way because they've never been around them. They just assume that whatever they saw on TV is the truth. Right? So, speaking of truth, Marion Haltzman. Hot diggity damn with these red boys tonight. It's a red boy night. We made it. It's a red boy shining delicious night. Make sure you like the stream. We're almost to 500, guys. Says, okay, sweets. I need to get to sleep. My pup kept me up all night last night with thunderstorms running through Tennessee. Toodles. Same. My husky is not about that shit. When it starts thundering, he just jumps in bed and lays on me. It's really annoying. But then he falls asleep and you can figure that out. You know? Thank you so much, Marion. Let me put you on the car again. Boop. Nope, don't delete Mudbug. Boop. There it is. Save. Thank you so much. Are you kidding me? I'm basically Rosa Codal now. Look, you can't see me, but you can see my beautiful hands. Like Rosa. You ever seen Rosa's hands? Oh my God. I'm just like, I want to kiss him. Oh shit, Rosa's in here. Hey. That was the joke. It's a hilarious joke, right? Thank you, Marion. I love you. Appreciate you. Antonio Gonzalez became a member, a monarch. Thank you, Antonio. I love you. Anyways, let's move on. What were we talking about? I've been ranting about voter ID law for a while now. Look, I just think it's not okay. Okay. It's not okay. I can't believe you guys. Okay. How dare you? You filthy racist. All of you. All of you racist, especially Rosa. All right. Here we go. Let me go down. Oh my God, the Matrix. Oh, that's the next topic. Matrix. I was going Billy. I was gonna Billy, but I'm pretty sick. Smudge. Man, what the hell are you talking about? Smudge. I don't know you guys' newfangled damn stuff. Smog. Smog. Like Smog? Like Smaug from The Hobbit? Time to get a new cam. No! I've had this camera. Well, this is actually my third one. I've had this third camera for years. I need to get a new one. You're probably right, though. It's a good camera, though. It's a solid camera. I'm going to sneeze. All right, boys. Heading to bed. Love you, JK. Ranger and Darth Revan are feuding. Ranger says, Darth Revan, just because I don't share your perception of correct analysis does not make me racist. Do not bring my service in this conversation. Oh, my God. Fight! We're going to bring a Ranger and Darth Revan onto the stream so they can fist fight. Who knows CQC more? It'll be like Boss versus Big Boss. Right? Is that it? It was Big Mama. Fuck, I forget what it's called. Shit. I need to play Metal Gear Solid 3 again. Shit. Dance off. Oh, you can't do a dance off. Ranger would win. You get it? You get it? Ranger, you mad at me? Look, hey, man. Okay? If you're going to assume things, I'm going to assume things too. You're probably pretty good at dancing. It's a joke. I'm joking with you. Thank you so much, Ranger. I love you. I appreciate you, Ranger, for all your love. And I appreciate you bringing a different perspective. I enjoy that. I enjoy talking about it. You make it to where I can talk more and think about more. I will never shy away from that. I enjoyed conversation. Jessica Reloaded says, when are you getting naked? Oh shit, it's 11:14. Damn, this has been a good stream. Probably in like 20 minutes. Get the viewers down to about 5. Thank you, Jessica Reloaded. I appreciate you. For your gold boy. You guys are so good to you boy today. So there's a new Matrix movie in the works. Why? I don't know. The last one was trash balls. And I am very open-minded with stuff. But can you please, for the love of all that is holy, stop casting that one guy? Neil Patrick Harris. Look, Neil Patrick Harris is fine. Neil Patrick Harris works really well in certain things. I think he's great in certain things. Don't make him an intimidating character. He is not intimidating at all. He's not. Neil Patrick Harris is not an intimidating person. Therefore, don't make him the end-all be-all scary robot death AI guy, because it makes no sense. Because he's just like, I have so much power. I'm like, this is not intimidating at all. Make him like something he could also be involved. He's a great actor. He brings a really cool presence to any film that he belongs in. But that was just a weird casting, in my opinion. He was great in Starship Troopers, but he didn't act like Neil Patrick Harris in Starship Troopers. He acted completely different. Oh, God. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. Get us to 500. So let's bring it up. So it says Matrix 5's in the works with Drew Goddard as director. Lana Wachowski as executive producer, which is lame because you know it's going to be a trans allegory. And I'm like, look, for claiming to be so underrepresented, I feel like all I hear about is trans stuff. You know? For being so persecuted and unrepresented in media, I feel like all I hear about is trans stuff 100% of the time, right? And you know this film is going to be trans allegory because they retroactively said everything in Matrix was trans allegory. And I'm like, you just saying that shit. You just saying that shit. You saying it. You saying it now. That's some bullshit. All right. Says, it'll be the first installment without Lana or Lily Wachowski as directors. Which is great. Instead, The Martian screenwriter Drew Goddard will handle the filmmaking duties, which is a positive. I think The Martian was pretty solid. I enjoyed The Martian. I guess the fourth movie, failing completely, wasn't enough of a lesson. After the fourth entry, there's absolutely no need for this. More sequels are just going to tarnish the impact of the original. I don't think it will. You can't tarnish The Matrix 1. That's not how that works for me. I can still watch Empire Strikes Back and enjoy it, right? I still love Empire Strikes Back. I don't watch The Last Jedi because it's awful. But I still like Empire Strikes. It's still a solid film. It still makes me feel the same way it used to, right? The only thing I might feel if I get detached for a second, right? Then I might be like, man, this sucks the way this goes. You know? Sucks that the way this goes. Kumar says Wachowskis were the original writers of Matrix. Yeah, before they were that's my point. The original, like the Wachowski brothers did not claim Matrix was a trans allegory until they transitioned. And then they're like, yeah, it's a trans allegory now. And I feel like that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And one does not be trans and not fill everything they fucking put out with trans shit, right? So it would be really cool if a trans person could make a creative property not about trans stuff. I feel like that would be the craziest shit that's ever happened, right? it would be like American Psycho is directed by a woman, which is one of my favorite films. And the movie wasn't an allegory for feminism. It was just a great film about Patrick Bateman losing his fucking mind. Right? Trans people, and I say trans people, it's probably there's probably not very many trans filmmakers, but they are going to make their films about trans issues because they think they have to, because they have to change everything, because they're being assaulted and killed in the streets, which is not actually a thing. I don't know why they say that. The actual FBI statistics for people being assaulted or killed is it's less than like people being shot unarmed by the police, you know. So it's like 7 people in the entire country. So it's always like we're being killed in the streets. And I'm like, no, that's not a thing. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But still, what did Kumar say? Kumar, did they say it was a trans allegory? They said it was a trans allegory in like the mid 2010s, like retroactively. They said they always meant it as a trans allegory, even though they weren't. You know what I'm saying? They tried to say that the twin, like the very pale white twin characters were trans people, and that was the trans allegory in the film because they were ambiguous. So I don't think that's true. Hayden, what's up, buddy? So the bug spaceship. Oh, bug spaceship. It's a Jesus allegory, is it not? Originally. Big E? Who's Big E? Chickens. Not the chickens. Oh, by the way, people joining from Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog stream. Not bad at Cyberfrog, but you know, when I think of Ethan, I think of Cyberfrog. Next Thursday, big announcement. Next Thursday, I will be in North Carolina, and I'm going to post an unveiling. We're going to pull a sheet off the Talladega car. The real Cyberfrog car will be unveiled next Thursday. I'm flying out there. We're going to pull the sheet off. You're going to see the Cyberfrog car in real life. It's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be the coolest shit you've ever seen in your life. And then a week from then, we're going to race that sumbitch at Talladega. Ha! I got to fly up there to put a custom seat in the car. So they basically, I don't know if you guys follow Autosport, but they put you in a seat, like a kind of an open seat, and then they'll pour this molding into the seat around your body, and then you get out, and then they put like the foam inserts into the seat that are coming around your body. So it's like custom fit for your body. So that's how that works. By the way, thanks you, Ethan. I hope you're doing well. So make sure you guys are waiting for that. It's going to be fun. The Matrix movies that goes deep in the I love the Matrix movies. I love the second and third one, and I know that's an unpopular opinion. I love Matrix Reloaded, and I love Matrix Revolutions. I fucking love those movies, and I know people hate them, but the first one obviously is the best, but the second one's just more of the good. And in the third one, like I enjoy the like mech fucking warrior, like the mech army shit. I love that shit. You know. Can I see the CAMELcast car? Yeah. I actually showed it earlier. Hold on. Where it be? Hold on. Let me stop sharing this. CAMELcast car. There it is. Make sure I'm not sharing a nude. There it is. Oop. Yeah. There you go. CAMELcast car. The CAMELcast car. Show it again. This is the car we're running at Kansas until the end of the year. Yeah, Trey, I agree, man. I'm right there with you. Never saw the third movie. I thought it was great. I know a lot of people hate it, but I love them. Yeah, dude. Ethan, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna need the Comicsgate sticker to put like right here, like on the window or right here, just for fun. I tried looking up a Comicsgate or a All Cats Comics sticker, and I couldn't find one. It'd be really cool to put one right here, like on every car I drive, just to represent for fun. Since you basically got me started going well, so Tim Pool, yeah, we got Tim Cast in the car last year. Tim Pool came through and helped me. So thank God. So I was originally going to go until half the year and then probably dip out because there's no way you can afford that shit. It's real expensive. Talladega is the most expensive race by far because it's the one that you if you're going to die, you're going to die there. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to wreck, you're going to wreck there. If anything happens, Talladega, it's going to be there. So that's the entry fee for Talladega is like 5 times every other track. That's why I was able to do Talladega and then Dover right on it with the frog car. I shouldn't say 5 times. It's like 3 times more. And we got a fast car with we got the spec engine in it. We're going to be fast. Is there a possibility that the frog car could win at Talladega? There indeed is. Like the car is fast enough. That's the difference. The other tracks is going to be really hard to pull off something like that. But Talladega we can because we put everything. I threw everything at Talladega for the frog car. So it's going to be really cool. I'm excited. Antonio Gonzalez. The original idea was race and gender swapped on the real world. 3 killed on the first movie. Mouse and the other 2 were going to be real life bodies of Morpheus, Neo, and Trinity. Studio said no as the swap for the batteries. The idea was the AI used human brains, emotions. That sounds kind of cool, but also I want Neo doing backflips and shit. Right? Because Neo looks cool as fuck. Like Keanu Reeves looks super cool in that long leather fucking, you know what I'm saying? You cannot beat that. It looks awesome. I don't want that little goofy guy in there. Mouse, fuck Mouse. Mouse is a bitch. I'm gonna be honest. Thank God they did not go for that. Because Mouse is a bitch. When Mouse dies, I'm like, hell yeah, every time. When they go in and just blow Mouse away, I'm like, yeah. Because he's kind of a bitch. I don't know. Kind of a bitch. Let's be fair. Mouse is a bitch. Is anybody agreeing with me with the Mouse thing? Thank you. Thank you, Antonio Andreno. I love you, man. I appreciate you. With your giant 5,000 ARS. I don't know how much that is, but I appreciate it because it looks like a lot on the screen. Thank you, dude. Makes me look important. Thank you, Antonio, for that deep dive. I need to watch some documentaries about the movie. I really enjoy those movies. I kind of want to watch through them. Matrix 4's made a story kind of worked. I fucking detested that shit. I went and saw it in theaters, and I thought it was terrible. Thought it was terrible, man. You telling me? I can't see. There's a light in my face, so I can't see my door, and I thought it opened. You telling me, okay, that Neo was never the one? It was always Trinity? Fuck off. I ain't got time for that shit. Oh, look, the whole big reveal is that she can fly. No, thank you. That's lame. So, oh, look, she can fly. Oh, she's basically Neo. Oh, wow, that's so great. I'm so excited about this. Have you seen that the algorithm absolutely hates J.K. Rowling right now? Like, well, who cares? Oh my gosh. So I saw this thing where J.K. Rowling, like these 2 gay guys were looking adorable, and they were in front of the Hogwarts castle in Orlando, and they're like, "Yay, we're at Hogwarts!" And they said they support J.K. Rowling, and of course, the algorithm is really pissed at J.K. Rowling. So you can say like "fuck J.K. Rowling" on Twitter and get 100,000 likes, which doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. I guess Elon still got people working there that are activists, but somebody quote tweeted it and was like, "Yeah, and she'll still throw you under the bus," and I'm like, gay men are not trans women. J.K. Rowling doesn't have an issue with trans women. It's just what's popular now. J.K. Rowling said, you can do whatever you want, but women are still women, and womanhood is still exclusive to women. You're not going to be able to co-opt it when you're 37 and you're a man. I experience women. No, you're not. Sorry. We do live in reality still. And that's all she basically agrees with. You know? And people were like, now everybody is claiming that she hates everybody. She hates people of color. She hates gay people. She hates everybody. And I'm like, no, she just stands by women first and foremost because she's actually a feminist. She's like an original feminist. She's old. She remembers when feminism was about getting laws like the Fair Pay Act in the 60s introduced. Workplace harassment. Those things tackled that actually affected women negatively in the country. Right? That's what she believed in. Now feminism have somehow changed to giving men more rights again, which I don't know how I feel about it because, I kind of like it. I'm kind of like Ranger. It benefits me a little. So I don't know how to feel about this. It is nice to see men winning again, even though we got to put on a dress to do so, but we still kicking that ass. You know what I'm saying? We on top. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ranger says, had dinner with Daryl Michael Waltrip once. Oh my God. I met Daryl Waltrip at a shop where he has a ton of his, one of my buddies runs a race shop and he builds like project cars and a lot of cars. It's kind of like, what American Chopper is or was. It's like that, but with race cars. So he like builds all kinds of custom race cars for like media events and stuff. And he has an entire garage and it's full of Daryl Waltrip's cars. So Daryl Waltrip's like hauler is down there too from like the 80s. So thank you, Ranger. I appreciate you. I'd love to meet Michael. I've never met Michael. I've met Daryl though. Future boy. Reminded of trans women. You still need the prostate. Oh, bro, come on now. You're being insensitive, future boy. Future boy, you're being insensitive. Come on, man. That's not okay. That is not okay behavior. Okay. Okay. What is this? What does that mean? What does this mean? What do all these things mean? Okay, sorry. Thank you, future boy. I love you. Future boy. Ewok, what the fuck? All right. Anyways. Hello, Mario. Men can be better at women than being women. Nah, man. Men are better at everything, even being women. No, it's a joke. Still aren't winning in divorce. Now we're fucked, especially not in Alabama. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Kumar says there's. What's up, Whiskey Sour? Hey, dude. Where? Okay, Kumar. I don't know. Kumar said this. Kumar said that my nose is running. That there's anti-Semitic vibes in Harry Potter. How so? I want you to explain to me how so. In the chat. Because I don't know. Tell me why you think there's anti-Semitic vibes in Harry Potter. Like, just you don't have to super chat it. Just I'll read it. Just like in a 200 character. The bankers. What was wrong with the bankers? What did they do? I'm confused. What did the bankers do that was anti-Semitic? Can somebody point it out? They're saying goblins and fucking bankers. What does that mean? Is it because the bankers like money? Big Mac says the bankers look Jewy. Oh my God. Is that what y'all that's what you guys think? You saw the bankers and you think they look like little Jewish people or something? That's fucked up. I didn't think that. That's weird. Huh. Why didn't I think they were Jewish? Why does everybody else think they're Jewish? Like when you look at them, you think, gross Jewish people. Is that what you guys thought? Interesting. Oh man. Future Boy didn't get the Jewish vibe. It's because you don't see colors. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm of pure heart, mind, and body and soul. You do, Richard. You do look like the bankers a little bit. So my point in all this is no, I totally know. I totally know all about this. I I think it's more of a self-report. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I think it's a self-report, right? Like if you think the like goblin characters like are Jewish, that's because that's how you see Jewish people, right? That's what that means, right? I never thought that until years later when somebody said it on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? I was like, "Oh, I guess I could see that." I don't know, right? It's like the orcs from Lord of the Rings. How people for some reason thought they were black guys. That was weird. That was a little bit. I feel like the goblins are a little bit more. They're a little bit easier to spot in that way. The orcs, and I never understood the orc and the people thought the orcs were black. I was like, what? They don't even look like black people. They're literally just orcs. They just have swords and they're buff and they want to kill some bitches. I've never met a black dude in my life that ran around with a sword and said, "Meat's back on the menu, boys." I've never seen that. Lady says, I always thought it was because goblins are greedy in goblin lore. So are you saying that you saying that what are you saying? I don't know. What do you mean? What are you saying, Lady Aaron? What are you saying? I've never thought that goblins were more greedy. Oh no, not your cheese. You're not supposed to say it. Jesus. All right. No, you guys are gonna be banned. Jesus. Can't even talk about things and have fun. Bill Dozer says the left says they think the bankers at Gringotts are Jewish. There's something about the word Jewy that just it's fucking hilarious. I don't know why. Same as when they say orcs are black folks. Yeah. Damn. All right. We need to do Naked Snake, boys. I'm getting too lost in this. Make sure you liked it. You thought it. I didn't think nothing. You thought it. Okay. I didn't think it. It's more about you. Oh man. Make sure you like the stream. We're almost to 500. Please give it a love. Give it a love tug. Very important to me. Very, very important for the love tug. I appreciate that. I don't think you understand how important it is to get a love tug. Yeah, let's do Naked Snake. James, I always thought the orcs were like fallen elves. That's what I thought. I never got that. No, I get the I totally get like the goblin thing at Gringotts. I never really thought about it until somebody mentioned it. And then obviously I'm like, oh, okay. I've never understood the orcs like black people thing. I'll never understand it. I thought it was the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because there's lore around them. And also goblins have existed for a long time in lore. Let me look at what a goblin looks like back in the day, though. Because, what if they didn't look like that? That would be different. Oof. All right, let me do something real quick. We're going to goblins in old lore. Oh my god. The first image is just like fucked up. I don't know. They just look like goblins to me. It's hard for me to like frame shit in that way. I've never really been like that. It's hard. Andreas says the swap was the 3 disposable actors in the real world. In the Matrix, Neo was Keanu, Trinity, Carrie-Anne, and Morpheus Fishburne. The idea that sex, race, and age were just the Matrix avatar you chose. Well, that would make sense. That's kind of like Avatar, the Blue People movie, right? Thank you, Andreas. I appreciate you. The goblins. They just look like goblins to me. I feel like you just have to be kind of looking for it to get pissed about it. Maybe less so with the goblin thing, more so with the orcs for sure. Skyrim and Warcrafty. Oh, well, the issue was in Lord of the Rings. That's what people were pissed about. I kind of get that, yeah. Like, especially in Oblivion, you know? So, you have gray hairs in your beard? Oh, yeah. My beard, when it grows out, gets real gray. All right, we're going to do Naked Snake, guys. No, Tassinator. We're going to do Naked Snake. Make sure you like the show. Like it now. Give it some love. Give it a kiss on its tip. Very important. We're going to do Naked Snake. And then I think we're going to raid Shag if he's still up, if he's still alive. My boy Shagsworth. I'm hoping he'll be live when I get off. And if not, we'll raid somebody else. Here we go. You guys ready? Here we go. $290 in a row.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night.
Perfect.
What a thrill. I'm searching.
Oh my God. My hair.
What a fear in
You
my
see this shit?
heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
I got perfect hair today. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Someday you'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's ordained a trial to survive.
Oh my God. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. No! No! Oops! Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 290 in a row. The messed hair version. My hair. You can obviously see why I wore a hat. Here we go. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You guys are goated. 290 in a row. I promise I'll have better hair next time. I was just I wanted to wear a hat for some reason. I thought it'd look cool. And I forgot that I take my hat off eventually. Thank you, Alan Jones. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. 14 likes from 500. I need you guys to spam that like button right now. Spam it. Spam it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Whiskey says you need to save a chest. Yeah, I do. I need to save my chest every day. I gotta be honest. Dude, my hair grows so fast. So make sure you like the stream. I need you to slam it. I need you to hit it in the ass cheekies. I need you to watch my most recent video that I put out today, I think, or yesterday. Like, give it some love. Give it a like or two. Give it a share or two. A lot more coming. A lot of fun coming. So many topics. Hayden says, I love this song. Best song from the game series. MGS4 is the ultimate ending to such a long story. This color is chat appropriate. Dude, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Love them. Absolutely love them. Love every one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love them. 5 is a great game. It's just story wasn't there. And it was because he couldn't finish it. Renee, okay, back due to the ring of power. The Black Elves are the fallen elves in Lord of the Rings. Blame Amazon's riders, those bastards. Thank you, Renee Villarreal. I love you and I appreciate you guys. We are going to raid chat. Let me make sure he's still alive. He's still alive. So we're going to raid Shad. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. We're 1 like away. Give it some love to 500 and I'll see you guys Saturday with Zia. Don't miss it.